Hello everyone, welcome. Today, we are back in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Hope you guys are having a very great today. Happy Sunday. Missed you guys a little bit. Let's dive right into working towards getting the opportunity to restore our own vehicles. But yeah, my volume is just a tad loud. 1 second. 1 second, let me dial that back just a little bit more. There we go. I think that should work better. Awesome. Oh man, but this is got to spend some time with family yesterday. Got to really kind of relax and everything. Very nice. Very enjoyable. Right, I remember this. This is one of the customer vehicles, one of the big story vehicles that we're going to need to fully kind of rework. Oh gosh, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Okay, well the engine itself doesn't look too bad. Everything else looks pretty dreadful on the right-hand side. So that's gonna need a little bit of fixing. Also, just a slight announcement, as I am may as well get this out of the way first. I am probably gonna be sometime either this week or next week starting Discord server for this channel. So that's gonna be very exciting. I mean kind of learning the ropes and everything like that, seeing exactly what is needed, how you know, what kind of bots I need, what kind of moderations I need, how to kind of set up all that stuff. So I'm gradually getting this all sorted. It's getting things put together. But it is going to need just a little bit of work on my part. So I haven't quite gotten everything fixed just yet and everything sorted. Alright, this one at least has the oil pan. That's good at least. Alright, now let's see. That's a V6? Oh, it's probably like a VR6 or something. Oh no, it's another 4. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's do some examining stuff. Let's test all this. See what all needs to be replaced. Hopefully nothing engine-wise, and it's just suspension stuff. That would be very nice. Oh, that is good. Sweet. Examine tools. Tire tread tester. Why not? I'm sure she probably the driver of this car probably caused some issues with the tires as well. It wouldn't surprise me. Oh no, they're all good. Sweet. All right, now let's see what else. Like kind of compression tester. I'm hoping that everything is all good with the engine. I mean, it's just suspension stuff. Also, the volume is still very loud in the game. 1 second, I apologize. There we go, much better. Alright, now we can see compression OBD. Final, then with fuel as well. Everything's looking good so far. I see some exhaust issues that need to be fixed. Otherwise, this should be good. Alright, now let's see. Fuel pressure. Is this going to be good? Is this going to be bad? So far, the engine is actually looking quite solid. Great. Cool. Everything is good there. Let's get the radiator and all this stuff out, because that is bad. So we need a radiator A. So let's get that purchased. First component repaired. First component replaced. On the stream. Oh man, but it was so nice. It was so nice to have like a little bit of a break. Plus also, during that time period, I also learned a little bit more about, you know, doing different things. It's one thing, granted, I'm gonna speak like I actually know what the hell I'm doing. But as a content creator, the creating the content part's actually not as big of an issue as other things. Like the big thing more so is figuring out how to continue to improve the content and all that stuff. Continuing to kind of, you know, get more engaged, more engagement with the community. Figuring out how to do all the the thumbnails and everything. I thought, oh yeah, it's gonna be easy. I'm just gonna sit in front of a computer and stream and just talk about what I'm doing. No, that's actually very difficult. It's definitely opened my eyes a little bit to all the necessary features and everything, and how all that stuff, all the things they actually make things that are half decent Oh, I need to remove the bearing there. The bearing's in good shape at least. That's good. But it's really, really cool. Like I've been slowly kind of teaching myself more and more different aspects of like GIMP. Trying to learn all the different like Discord bots as well. Like it's really, really, really exciting. Really, really cool actually. Now let's see. All right, so we need 2 tie rods. But I mean, it's one of those things where regardless of whatever happens, it is really good to learn. Because then I can say, oh hey, I've done this, which is why I definitely recommend, you know, even if you don't intend to be, you know, content creator or anything like that, it is still fun to kind of learn as much as possible. Alright, we need a lower suspension arm. Lower suspension arm. There we go. Ooh. Midnight Racer, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. Welcome to the stream. Right now we are working on fixing up this BMW-esque vehicle. Okay, front axle knuckle cover. Front axle knuckle cover. There we go. So hopefully, hope you had a great Saturday. Hope you're having a great Sunday as well. Okay, front wheel hub. Right now we are trying to get this all sorted. And in the background as well, earlier today, it's been a good chunk of, I saw you're gonna do stream Near Synagogue too soon. Yes, that is gonna be this Saturday. I'm super excited for that. Because of all the content that game has. Very, very nice, very enjoyable. And I know you aren't quite the biggest fan of that. I know it's not a bit further away from one of your favorite games, but there are some. It does have some good things. I do enjoy the variety of race types. But still, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm also thinking about maybe sometime in the near future. If you've seen the Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge stream, I believe you were there for a little bit of that. You beat the game not so long ago. Stage 5 maybe wet on my mind. Yeah, stage 5 is a little bit of a slog. I will fully admit that. But the rest of the game is still enjoyable enough. But it's still fun. But I'm thinking also sometime in the near future, I might replay Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge again, but do a little bit of a challenge. So if you've seen the stream, the announcer, Ryan Storm, whenever you're near the boost flames, he constantly tells you to get those flames. And I'm thinking of doing a stream where every time he says something to that effect, or every time he says get some flames, we need to drink some hot sauce. I'm thinking that may actually be kind of fun. 1, because I like spicy food, and 2, because even I have my limits as well. So it'd be really, really fun. It'd be really fun to do that. I need a front shock absorber A. That's what I needed to purchase. Front shock absorber A and a front shock absorber cap. But yeah, this is. I've been thinking about also just I want your opinion. This should have unlocked all of Cohover at stage 4 and completely removed stage 5. Yeah, if they made stage 4 a bit longer and completely unlocked it, I definitely agree on that aspect. I think that would be much better. But the final stage is you unlock such a small aspect of the map. It does make things just a little bit difficult. So I can definitely understand that. Very unfortunate. Well, that needs to be examined on the test path. Okay. Yeah. I also want your opinion. You guys' opinion on this. If the scheduling every stream and putting it up on a channel, sort of as as like a big chunk first, or instead of doing that every day, if that's better, if that's worse. Rim Classic 06, 18 inches. All right, let's see that real quick. Rim Classic 06. Size 18 inches. ET0. There we go. Or if that is a bad day and you'd rather have that as, you know, every night I you know, create the stream for the next night. Or if you prefer that sort of at the start of every week, having all the streams up and available, so you can see, you know, what's all, you know, completely scheduled directly from the channel. I don't mind the schedule. Okay, cool. I'll try to keep it that way then. So I definitely make it, you know, easier for you guys as well without like spamming notifications or anything like that. Definitely don't kind of make it like in a channel where, you know, you can come whenever you want to. You can, you know, watch whatever you want, because I know, you know, not everyone is going to want to or be able to come and watch every single stream, which is totally fine, and I get that completely. So it is good. Okay, so I'll try to keep that until, you know, people start complaining about that. I'm gonna get a Need for Speed Nitro soon. I never played the Need for Speed Nitro. I've never gotten a chance to do that. It seems like a lot of fun though. But I'll have to. That'd be a cool one. I have to see if I can get like a Wii emulator working, because my Wii unfortunately died. It bit the dust. Rear muffler, exhaust pipe. It doesn't even play games anymore. It doesn't even boot up anymore. So I'm gonna have to see if I can't get like an emulator for that working, and then try that out. Wonder how they get the motion controls working. On that. It's very, very interesting. Right, we need a standard exhaust pipe. Exhaust pipe, exhaust pipe, exhaust pipe. At least it works actually. Oh, nice. And if it does break, I still have a Wii U. Yeah, I've never gotten the Wii U. I know a cousin of mine has the Wii U, and it's very, very interesting. There's a couple of good games for that. But I never got a chance to actually get that, because, you know, it was right when I was, you know, doing college and high school stuff and everything, and there just wasn't a whole lot of time, a whole lot of money to really kind of do all that stuff. So it's basically just kind of became a Sony only consumer at that point. Those are some cool looking games for the Wii U as well. Can I get that off? There we go. What am I, oh, the wheel hub cap. There we go, and then the wheel hub bearing. There we go, we gotta get all of this off. Very, very nice. But yeah, I've been gradually kind of learning as much as I can about doing, my field of engineering is very, very far away from software engineering. So learning about different things like Discord and stream bots and everything, I've been spending a good chunk of the weekend reading up on that, trying to get some of those working and everything. And I've kind of been testing a few things around there. So I do want to try a couple of things out with that as well. But it's still definitely a long ways off. Very, very, very tricky. Also, you can connect the Wii remote to a PC. You have to turn on continuous scanning on Dolphin. Press the reset button on the remote and press one and two at the same time, and it will connect. Will I need the oh gosh, that's close. Will I need the sensor? I'll probably need like the sensor bar as well for that. I need to get a sensor bar and connect that to like the USB port on the PC. I'd imagine. Alright, we need a rear axle for housing. Rear axle knuckle housing A? Yeah, there we go. Put that bushing in there. We need a wheel hub 3. And we need a rear suspension arm. If I can spell. Rear suspension arm. Oop. Alright, now we need some spring cap. Yeah, that's what I've been learning quite a bit. I wish I had paid more attention in like coding class and everything like that. I definitely regret. I definitely regret that because now I'm looking at all the beep boops and everything, and I'm like, oh gosh, what do I need to do? So it's very hectic in that regards. But it's still a lot of fun. It's been a learning experience. Yeah, shock absorber A? What is this B? A. It's an A shock absorber. Yeah, I've never actually played Nitro as well. I definitely wanna try that. Sensor bar only shows light. The actual detector is in the remote itself, so you need to connect the sensor bar to the PC. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to read up more on that as well. That's gonna be added on the to-do list too. So I do want to eventually play all of the Need for Speed games on stream, or as many Need for Speed games as possible on stream. Like, I'm not sure about the mobile games or being able to play like something like World, but I'm not sure if you can play World anymore. I think they shut the service down for that. But I do want to at least try to play a vast majority of the Need for Speed games on stream. Because I do know that Carbon just got added to My Abandonware as well, which is good because that means I can try out some of the Black Box era games with mods and everything. Now that all of the Black Box era games are available, which is nice. Or the vast majority of Black Box era games are available. What is going to put back online by fan service? Oh dang, sweet. Okay, I may have to try that out. There's so many things added to the list. I feel like a very excited guinea pig. I'm like, oh, I want to do this. Wait, I want to do this too. I want to do this as well. And it's, oh man, the list it just keeps getting longer and longer. There's so much stuff. Rim Classic 06. I think they get rid of the microtransactions as well. Ooh, yes please. That's good, because that's one of the things that's keeping away from playing a lot of like the mobile games as well. Is I don't like doing microtransactions. Microtransactions in general are very, I don't like. This is 0618 ET0. Okay, so both of them are the same. Let's go back here. Rim Shop, Rim Classic 06. 18. There we go. And it's just because not only that, but then also, you know, it kind of hinders your progress and everything. You need to save up real world money to be able to, you know, do that, or like massively grind them. I play Nitro and DS though. Well, that's cool. Evening Sprockets, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. There's no items to work with. Oh, I need to balance this. Oop. Oh gosh, can you imagine a customer getting the wheel on their vehicle and then driving down the road and it's balancing wheels is very important. And welcome to the stream, Sprockets. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Sunday. Hope you had a great weekend. I got to enjoy time with family on Saturday and everything, and I did a lot of reading, a lot of learning about different stuff, like different bots and different other sort of like plugins and toggles and everything, and learning a bit more about OBS as well. It's been a massive learning process. This past couple days. Add in to rear shock absorber cap, rear suspension, upper arm. Front spring, rear spring. Oh, the springs are bad too. Okay. Whoopsie daisies. That's interesting. Also, there's DS Survivors Nitro X. We lost forever March 27th. It wasn't in an archive. Oh wow, that is a deep cut of a deep cut of history. Wow, that is cool. That is really cool. I need a front spring. We need a rear spring apparently. Thanks for telling me about that. Jeez, I didn't even know about that. Do I need a rear shock absorber cap? It's getting good enough condition. I do need a rear shock absorber cap. Rear shock absorber cap. But that is a deep cut of history. I didn't know about that. That is really cool. A suspension upper arm and a front spring. Okay. Let's get this out of here. It's weird because it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. Like, it looks perfectly fine. But apparently it was damaged enough that it's worth replacing. That's very strange. All right, we're missing 3 other things as well. So let's get this off of here. Get the split tire out. Because apparently we're going to need to replace the front spring here. That's very strange, but if the customer wants it, the customer will get it. Very interesting. I wasn't expecting something that was at 80-some% to be considered bad. I guess they really want everything to be like, you know, perfect. Which I guess, you know, the assuage customer fears and all that stuff would be a very useful thing to do. Plus, Nitro X didn't have the cartooniness in the main DS and Wii versions. Overall, isn't very worth it if you played the normal version, as Nitro X has less cars and a few less tracks. Interesting. I wonder because the DS is more powerful. To my knowledge, the DS is more powerful than the standard version of Nitro. So I wonder why the DSi version is so much less powerful, has so much less content compared to the DS version. That's very strange. Wasn't you'd expect it? You'd expect it to have more because you know with a more powerful system, and the cartridges themselves having more space on them. You think, oh, they could add more, they could add better graphics, they could add, you know, more cars and everything. I guess not. It's very strange. All right, let's see what we're missing. What else is broken? It's probably a bushing somewhere that we're missing. There we go. Oh, nice. All right, front suspension. Here we go. We're gonna get jostled around. It's fun doing that. All right, rear suspension. Okay, with 3 rubber bushings. Cool. We found it. Alright, let's move the car. My headphones almost came off there. Woo. My headphones almost came off of there. My head when I was headbanging around there. That'd have been great. Alright, let's see where exactly the bushings are. Alright, these 2. Okay, kind of figured. It's downloadable on the DSiWare game that isn't released on a cartridge. I think those DSiWare games kind of ask for space with normal cartridges. Oh, okay, so it's a digital download only. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for the insight. That's very nice. Thank you. So it'd be cool. It'd be cool to play some of the. I've never played Nitro in any of its versions. So I have to see if I can't get either the DS or the Wii version working. That'll definitely be a bit later down the line. Because right now I'm kind of working on figuring out like different bots for like Discords and Discord and streaming and stuff like that too. Oh yeah, I played both the Shift and Shift 2 as well. Very. I like the first Shift. The first Shift is actually pretty good. The second Shift, not nearly as much, because it seems like no matter what happens in Shift 2, if you touch the AI, no matter whose fault it is, you always seem the one worse out, because your cars like stick together, and then you get like thrown into a wall. You get like RKO'd into a wall out of nowhere, and it's a little bit frustrating. That's actually an easy job. That's nice. Now let's see if we can't repair anything here. Ooh, we can. Can we do another one? No, we can't. Can we do this one? Yep. Cool. Alright, I broke everything. That is awesome. I have indeed broken all of this. Oh no, I managed to repair a few things. Cool. Very nice. Now let's sell all this. We have so many maps. Look at all these maps. Look at all these maps. Ooh. All right, let's see what we get. What other junk we can sell? Cool, we got an intake manifold for a Viper. That is cool. Let's sell that $150. Over $200. Very nice. Some extra monies. Very good. All right, let's see. Tablet settings menu. Oh, orders. All right, let's see what we need to this. I have as many customers optional on Nitro as you do on the Wii. All right, so I'll have to try to get the Wii version working then. Thank you for all the information on this, by the way, Midnight Race. I do appreciate this. Status, full brake performance. All right, let's move the car. Car left to A. Let's get nice quick job. Get some brake work done on this vehicle. Get this customer all nice and happy and on the road. I think we managed to get yeah, we do have an upgrade. Let's examine 3 parts when seeing a car for the first time. Order, barn, junkyard, auction. Let's do it. Let's begin kind of working our way up from the lower levels up to the higher levels. Alright, so we do have, oh gosh, that is absolutely horrendous. Alright, so the ABS module and the ABS pump are both absolutely bad. That's fine, both of those are expensive. That should give us more monies. Oh, have I played it as a Let's Play? I haven't played either of the Shift games as a Let's Play. I've started... This version will change deliveries in the Wii. You can actually change body kits. I didn't know they had body kits in the Wii version. That's nice. That's very nice. But no, I haven't played either of the Shift games. I'll have to try to get like the PS3, either the PS3 versions working on an emulator, or because I do have the discs for the PS3 versions. I'll have to find a way to get them, get a working PC version if there's enough mods available for them. But it's that's gonna be a little while, I think. Right now, my biggest thing is trying to get a Discord server for the channel set up, get that all sorted, get that all figured out, and then getting some stream bots available that'll work and compatible with either OBS or YouTube. I think that would be very useful. Alright, so the brake disc ventilator is good. Brake pads. Right, we need brake pads. We need one of these. Get that in there, and I think the calipers are good. The calipers are good. That's nice. That's very good. Sweet. Alright. Let's go over here. Let's see what this one is. Let's see how good, how bad the status of... Oh gosh, that looks absolutely horrendous. Caliper looks decent. Yep. Alright, brake pads. Brake pads are bad. Disc ventilated is also bad. Let's get this. Let's get the pads. This back on. Let's get this customer back out on the road. Let's come on, let's speed run this. Every corner. I'm actually really enjoying Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. I had a little bit of my reservations the first stream, because everything was so different. So different than the 2015 version. This is actually really enjoyable. I like all the additional features and everything. And the DS version actually went more all in with the any craziness. In the Wii version, like some parts of the track you can press a button and you can drive on a wall, for example. Ah, that kind of reminds me. This is like a really deep cut game. There was a Herbie game for the DS, and granted, it was some shovelware, absolutely horrendous. I definitely don't recommend it. It wasn't all that fun. Game for the DS. One of the things that was kind of cool is it basically had like what was known as like Herbie moments. If you collected enough like 53 logos, which is Herbie's number is 53. If you collected enough 53 logos around the track and everything, there were certain sections of the track where if you drive a certain way, you can actually like do stunts with Herbie, and it was kind of on one hand it was kind of cool, but on the other hand it was kind of silly. The DS version also has an exclusive location, San Diego, and another racing game features San Diego. A couple of them, actually. Driver San Diego and Midnight Club 3 both have San Diego in them. And I think Cruisin', there's a couple arcade games, California Cruising, that featured San Diego in it. There's actually a few of them, which is really cool. I think it's because San Diego itself has a fairly large street racing culture associated with it, being one of the big places that the import tuner culture of the early 2000s kind of kicked off at, which is really cool. That Rockstar San Diego, previously Angel Studios, was still there. I think they are still there. I mentioned what's the word for a question like I just asked? Rhetorical question? I think. Oh yeah, probably a rhetorical question. Sorry about that. Man, it's really cool. The different games that feature different real life locations, because you get to see what aspects sort of get exaggerated or what aspects kind of get subdued a little bit, depending on whose interpretations of the city it is. Because if you compare, for example, if you look at different, even the two different Midnight Club games that feature LA looks vastly different in both of those games. Despite being made by the same developer and everything like that. So it's really cool seeing the artist's interpretation of the city. What aspects they want to include, what aspects they want to omit, and all that stuff. Because you can't, to my knowledge, you can't put like a huge actual city yet in a racing game without some major performance issues or needing like massive PC specs. So gearbox. Okay, so a lot of gearbox issues. So it's really cool seeing like how the different games. Different games have different like interpretations and all that stuff. It's just really cool. Alright, let's see. Oh gosh. This engine has a lot of issues. Alright, let's see. What else is wrong here? Ooh, top 5 favorite racing games. Now this is gonna defer one per franchise. Oh, that makes it very difficult. Top 5 favorites racing games. It's a tricky one. For me, I'm gonna go. And this is gonna be different than what I think are the objective best games. What is my favorite is different than what I think is the best. But what I think is my favorite that I like replaying over and over and over again, and I really always look forward to revisiting. Definitely Gran Turismo 3. Need for Speed Carbon. Midnight Club 3 Double Edition Remix. Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift 2. And probably... Maybe Test Drive Unlimited too. It's very, very, very tough though. Because there was a lot of games that are like right up there that I really, really enjoy playing. So it does make things just a little bit tricky. What about you? What would you say your top 5? Oh, you already answered that one. Nice. Midnight Club 3, Forza Horizon 3. I haven't played that one, but I imagine that one would probably go up fairly high on my list as well. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, PS2 version. Good choice there. Mario Kart, yes, and Burnout Revenge. Interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of kart races. So what makes Mario Kart DS up there? What puts Mario Kart DS up so high? That is a very... Because I'm not the biggest fan of kart racers. So it is interesting when other people do put that up there. What they really enjoy out of those games. And I just realized we didn't do the fuel test. Alright, let's see if we have fuel. Please let there be fuel. I think Mario Kart DS is very fun to get back to, especially the mission mode. Okay, the mission mode itself was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the boss battles, especially against, you know, the watching the boss kind of explode at the end of it all. Very, very fun, I think. So yeah, I can see that. That's definitely a good choice. Okay. And what is the final? We had 3. We only have 2. I think we only had 2 that went bad. Okay. Interesting. We're gonna need to remove the timing cover because the timing system's all out of whack. Alright, this may... Also, one of the battle courses is a DS. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was really cool. That one was a little bit tricky though, because it kind of basically you kind of had to take the slope of the top part into consideration. Yeah, I remember that. That was a lot of fun actually. You kind of bringing back the nostalgia a little bit there. Oh boy. Okay, we have a lot of issues with this car still. Get that out of there. Radiator A. And of course, the greatest chick of all time, Waluigi Pinball. That one was pretty solid. I definitely like that one. What's one of my favorite Mario Kart? For me, one of my favorites. I still, granted, this may be the old boomer in me talking. One course that I really liked in the Mario Kart games was the Super Mario Kart Rainbow Road. It's just something very kind of iconic about the course with the rainbow or the electric swamps as well. It's just very fun. I enjoyed that one a lot. But to be fair, Super Mario Kart was like one of the earliest racing games I remember playing, because I am old like that. But yeah, no, it is still really good. Plus, also that was before they added the blue shell. So if you were good enough, you can really kind of maintain the lead without, you know, having other RNG stuff kind of mess you up. Now let's get this all out of here. We should be able to remove the front timing cover now. And I think we only have some issues with the timing that we need to resolve. I hated Rainbow Road and Super Mario Kart. I like the remakes in 7 and 8 though. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. It was very, very narrow. Oh gosh, I have to move the timing chain shoe. Okay, easy. Now what else? Oh gosh, more timing chain shoes. Oh, I feel like an actual Mercedes mechanic. That's not a good thing. So for apparently the pre-release version, it was supposed to be even more narrow. It was very. It was even before the pre-release version. It was even after the pre-release version. It was still a very, very, very narrow course. That was kind of the fun of it too, though, because the carts themselves, you know, were a bit easier to control, at least for me. And I realize it definitely made it very, very enjoyable. But yeah, I can definitely see why people wouldn't like it nearly as much. So outside of Waluigi Pinball, what are some of your favorite Mario Kart courses? So better than Super Circuit Rainbow Road. Fair enough. That one is hell. That course is very not fun. Our status. Trying to fix the engine problems. We're still missing a few parts. Not discovered. Can't imagine we're gonna have too much other stuff here. Oh, I'm imagining. All right, two of these. 2 spark plugs. That looks good. That's good. That all? Oh gosh, oh that looks bad actually. That's good, and is that one good? Okay. Yeah, that actually looks bad. There we go. Well, yeah. What are some of you guys' favorites? Favorite Mario Kart tracks. That is interesting. So everyone's got their favorites. Everyone's got, you know, the ones they really enjoy. Everyone's got the ones that they're not nearly as big of a fan of. For me, I like a lot of the Mario Kart 64, the Super Mario Kart tracks. Those ones I really enjoy. We need 2 camshafts. I really like Sweet Canyon. All right, Cooper Cape, Yoshi Valley. That one Yoshi Valley is a lot of fun. 3DS Rainbow Road. That one's good too. DK Pass and Maple. Ooh, Maple Treeway. Is that the one where you go through the trees and you're riding on the net as well? And you can kind of like drive through like the fall, like the pile of fall leaves, if I remember correctly. That one, if it's so, that one is really cool. Yes, that one. Sweet. That one is such a cool track. We need to M119. M shaft A M119. Alright, let's get this in here. And that is a camshaft B, M119. Also, okay, Coconut Mall, even before Coconut Mall became a meme, Coconut Mall is like a certified classic. Like that is a really enjoyable, really enjoyable track. And the music itself is good too. The fact that it became a meme just makes it even better. I also really like the Ghost House. The Ghost House track. That one was a lot of fun as well. Just because, I don't know, it's very kind of simplistic, but still really tricky as well if you weren't careful. Alright, where are we? We need 2 spark plugs. And Grumble Volcano is a good one too. And for me, Coconut Mall is a very solid one. What are some other good ones? Oh, Delfino Plaza, Delfino Square. what was that one called? The one with the drawbridge. That one was a lot of fun. That one was really enjoyable. It was on the DS. That one was really good. We need a camshaft cap for the M119. We need 4 of them. Yeah, there we go. Get this all put back together. Lafino Square was very fun. That was really enjoyable. I also liked the fact, one thing I do like about the Mario Kart DS was the online play. Even if you didn't have the game, you could still play online with other people if one of your friends had it. Granted, you're stuck being a shy guy, which had not the best stats, but it was still a lot of fun. So if you had, if you had friends over or whatever, as long as they had a DS, they could play as well, which is super cool. That I really enjoyed with that I really enjoyed with the Mario Kart DS games. We needed one more cam gear A. All right, let's get this in here. We need to see. Is it bad that most of my favorite Mario Kart tracks from Wii, even though I never really played it? I only played the remix of tracks in the original games. Oh, I highly recommend playing Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii was actually a lot of fun. Granted, bikes were a little bit overpowered, especially Funky Kong in a bike was just a little bit overpowered in Mario Kart Wii. But otherwise, it is still very fun. Timing chain shoe. Look at it, was expensive secondhand. Yeah, that's one of the downside of like a lot of Nintendo games. Is Nintendo games in general are very expensive secondhand. Like because it took me a while to get into Pokemon. Because my parents weren't the biggest fans about letting me play Pokemon. But when I finally did get into Pokemon, it was very expensive getting a secondhand version of Pearl as one of my first Pokemon games. Timing cover. We need timing cover B. We need 2 of these. There we go. So I can definitely sympathize with you on that front. Oh wait, does it seem to bad? I don't know about 20 does. Oh sweet. Yeah, if you got a working Wii, I definitely recommend it. That one, it's very fun. Very enjoyable. We probably should actually check the bottom parts. Engine problems, because we're still missing two things. So we should probably actually raise the vehicle up and check. We should probably check what's underneath. Alright, move equipment. I left the A. There we go. Give a nice oil change to this Mercedes. Place it back. Alright, now let's see. We get to see what's all wrong with this vehicle. What all needs to be fixed with regards to the engine. Alright, the oil pan itself is bad. We supposed to sort is about 25. That's not bad either. Alright, that's good. That's good. That's bad. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'm expecting one more to be bad down here. Oh, you got 2 that are tightly packed back here. This one actually is around $15. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I have to keep an eye out for that. Shaft bearing cap. Get one of these. There we go. And then of course we need the oil. We need the put on the oil pan as well. So just out of curiosity, Midnight Racer, and to other people watching as well, what do you think is some of the more underrated games that deserve more love? Doesn't necessarily have to be racing games, but I do know more about the racing games than not the racing games. But what are some racing games? Yeah, let's go through racing games. What are some racing games that you feel need a bit more love? That are a bit underrated. That feel like they doesn't need to be the most underrated, but definitely games that more people should sort of look at. Could be that they just didn't release, at a good time. They didn't necessarily, they didn't sell all that well originally, and they've kind of become cult classics, what have you. It could be that, they released on a platform that not a lot of people know about, or they were indie releases that, people just didn't discover. What are some good racing games that people are kind of missing out on? We need an engine head cover. Those car games are way better than they expect them to be, considering that they're movie tie-in games. That is true. THQ did a really good job, and the developers they outsourced to as well did a really good job of making licensed games, which normally turn up absolutely horribly. They did a really good job of making licensed games that hold up very well and have really good mechanics. Like the THQ Hot Wheels games that I played on the stream, those are really good. Especially World Race. World Race did not need to go nearly as hard as it did, but it did. Like the car. I've only played the first one, the first Cars game, but I've heard the rest of them are also really good too. Very solid driving mechanics, very enjoyable, and it kind of expands on the story as well instead of just retelling the story, but worse. Like that makes it very fun. Head. The modding community from Mater National. Oh my gosh, there's modding community from Mater National. Okay, that is cool. That's I'm gonna have to take a look at that now. That is that's sweet. I'm missing. Oh, there it is. Engine head cover B. Beautiful. I was wondering where that was. Now we need an exhaust manifold. So what kind of mods are there for the Mater National? I'm kind of excited to hear this now. What kind of mods are there? That's just on PC. You can mod the PS3 and Oh, sweet. That's actually really cool. V8 M119. Where's M118? We need an M118. That's all intake manifold. Where's the exhaust manifold? Mainly character mods and adding more races. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, do we need even the M119? There we go. Interesting. I have to check that out as well. It's been a long time since I played a Cars game, so that'd be really cool. It'd be really cool to see, to get that all sorted and get that played and all that. Go. Alright, how many ignition coils do we need to replace? 2 ignition coils. Alright, let's get 2 ignition coils. Ignition coil, we need 2 of you. Whoop. This Mercedes is going to be an absolute pain to fully fix. But we're steadily getting this all put back together. Like basically, people have added in all the characters and tracks in the first Cars game into Mater National. Oh wow, that is some impressive work, especially getting it to work on consoles as well. That's very well done. I do tip my hat off to them. That is really good. Oh, we need an ignition wheel cover. That's impressive. Let's get these air filters back and let's gradually get this all put back together. All these little clips. Where's the other one? There it is. Ooh. 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 There we go. Very nice. Alright, need a water pump for this car. And we need, there we go. Also making characters that are not playable in the play. Wow. Okay, that is some serious dedication. Like it is always really cool. It is always really cool seeing the different dedication and these different directions people are able to take these old games. They're able to breathe new life into these games, which is really cool. Because, you know, you get the developers, and they release these games, and it may not be the best release. Granted, it was still a good release, the Cars games. But being able to see people take those games and turn them into something that's even better, or take them in an entirely new direction, like years after the fact, is really cool. This makes me happy that, and I was mad that there was so many NPCs in the first two games. It's being able to actually drive them and give them actual stats is very cool. Is this just a standard water pump pulley? Okay, this is a standard water pump pulley. That's nice. Let's get this photo on there. Ooh. There we go. Good start. Power steering pump. Get that bolted up. I need a serpentine belt B. Serpentine belt A, serpentine belt B. Where's Mercedes serpentine belt B? There we are. There we go. I need an idle roller A as well. It's much more difficult getting some of the parts needed for these vehicles because there's so much going on. And Cars Racerama, aka probably the best one. Most characters who I played aside from a select few. Huh. Oh, cool! I've never played Racerama. I gotta dive in. Now I need to dive into. I need to dive into some of these Cars games now because that sounds like a lot of fun. And I just realized I may have covered up. No, I didn't. Okay, there we go. I can unmount. Oh, you're kidding me. I need to remove the air filter cover to be able to put oil into my engine. Mercedes, why do you do this? Ah! There we go. I feel like an actual German car mechanic. That is really cool though. Thanks for showing us all this information, man. I appreciate that. It is cool learning about, you know, learning about that stuff. And seeing like what people do with, you know, these different old games as well. Like that's really nice. So I do want to get more into modding and stuff, especially now that I actually have. It's been about a year since I built my first PC as well, so there's gonna be. I do want to try modding in the near future as well. The Italian games, the first movie were akin to Minica with open world. The Italian games, this was more cut race America. Okay. Yeah, I've played the very first one on PS2. That was a lot of fun. I did enjoy the open world there. One of my favorites. I really like doing the There was one mission where you race as the delinquent street racers. You know, Boost, Snot Rod. Who are the other two? DJ and Wing Road, Wingy, Wingo, I think, something like that. Yeah. And it's just really it was just really cool because you get to steal Wingo. Thank you. You get to steal stuff out of the back of Mac. And it was just really enjoyable because kind of use the different characters to their abilities and everything like that as well, which is really cool. And it was not only that, but you're on the highway going as fast as possible. You got nitrous shooting out of the back of your exhaust. You got the neon lights and everything. Like, they really kind of captured the vibe of being, the street racer in the Courage universe. And it was just a lot of fun. It's probably one of my favorite missions. And even after doing that, like, I think I had like a separate save file specifically just to keep replaying that one mission over and over again, just so I could keep having fun with it. Thankfully, the starter can be removed that way. That was one of my favorite things to do in the game, was that one mission where you're stealing stuff as the street racers out of the back of Mac. That was so much fun. Let's get all of this stuff out of here. Beautiful. Let's get this gearbox all nice and sorted. Pressure plate. Release one. I think that you could only play as DJ and Boost in that mission only. It's not Rod isn't playable at all. That is true. Like that, the Snot Rod especially could have been a really cool character to play as, having like not the best handling, but like massive acceleration and just random like spurts of like acceleration as well from his sneezing. Like that would be really, granted, it'd be difficult to implement and implement well, I think. But if they do implement that, like that would have been like a fun game, or at least have like other mini games sorted like around those other like characters and stuff. Like have a drag racing mini game where you're racing against other hot rods in Snot Rod, and you gotta time the launches right or something. I don't know. I'm spitballing. Granted, it was a AA racing title released in 2006, so I guess they can't expect them to innovate and like have events for like everything. But that's the cool part about modding, though, is that those of us that have a massive dedication, have the skills to then turn these games into something else, they're able to add so much more than what the developers could, which is one of the things I'm growing to like about like seeing different mods and stuff. We just paid $30,000 for that repair. That was very good. Mass acceleration is very true made in Adult. They had to replace him with Luigi in one of the minigames because he was too fast. And you couldn't catch up to him. Oof. That's unfortunate. Ooh, I managed to actually repair something 100%. Ooh. Alright, let's sell all these parts. Sell this part as well. Let's open the case. Let's see what we unlock. Drum roll, please. Timing chain, or a timing belt. Oh, timing chain. Intake manifold and a flywheel. Cool, I can sell all this. Like there was a little dev note left over saying that he was too fast. Well, it's good that they did QA quality assurance for the game though. That's very nice. So can you imagine if they left? Could you imagine if they left him in there? Oh my gosh, the amount of complaints would probably be just astronomical. Ooh, very nice. Poor little RX-7 has definitely seen better days. This is a cool livery on it though. That is very nice. Alright, here we, oh gosh, where are we? I think we actually want to move the vehicle to, yeah, we want to move it to the test path. So we want to test some of the suspension stuff. We get to hear the little rotary. Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, test path, here we go. Look at the interior, they did a really good job. They did a really good job with the interior on these vehicles. Like, this is very nice. I like the steering wheel and the interior and stuff. You know what really bothers me tonight? Most Wanted 2012. Nitro's on the Tesla. Oh yeah, I remember that. Wasn't Most Wanted 2012 one of the few Need for Speed games that had the Tesla Roadster in it? Like, for all the faults and all the complaints I have about Most Wanted 2012, it had a really, really, really good vehicle list. Like you had your track toys, your single-seater track toys, like your BAC Mono and your Aero Atom and your Caterham. You had your high-end hypercars. You had some, off-roading. You had the SVT Raptor. Like it was all really, oh gosh, that is a lot of stuff. It was all really, really enjoyable, really, really cool in that regards. You had concept cars. You had, a few classic cars. Not enough classic cars, I think. I think they could have definitely added a few more classic cars. But they did it had a good amount of vehicle variety, which I really enjoy. If you'll excuse me for just 1 second, I do apologize, but I do need to run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. Thank you. Okay, I am back. Thank you for your patience. Sorry about that. Alright, let's get working on this beautiful little monster here. Oh gosh. And Nitro had the Tesla Roadster. And also the Tesla made some sense in Nitro because the game had a continuous style. Yeah, I guess I could have called it something like an overcharge, or had like, instead of like a flame shooting out of the vehicle, they could have had like a slate. I'm not sure. But I guess they needed some form of boost on the vehicle, so that people, wouldn't just completely dismiss the car. So if I remember correctly, I think that was one of, because I think the devs released a thing, like the analytics of what vehicles were driven the most by what players and stuff. And especially by different regions, they even broke it down by different regions, different countries, which is really cool. But the off goes loose. Yeah. Okay, cool. But one of the vehicles that consistently underperformed compared to everything else was the Tesla Roadster, which is a shame to think about, because the Tesla Roadster itself was a really, really cool car. But people just didn't want to drive it that much, which is a shame, because it was a fairly lightweight. It was a decent car to drive. It wasn't 100% great. It was okay in a couple of races. And it's still very, very fun to drive online as well, because you have the massive acceleration, so you can kind of mess with people a little bit, bump into them, and then rapidly accelerate away. You can still play Made in National. You can still buy Made in National Xbox. I'm playing my Xbox One right now, actually. Oh, sweet, cool. Shut is a bad with her bearing. Get this out of there. All of this needs to come out. There we go, beautiful. all of these parts are absolutely in very, very poor condition. May as well remove all the stuff too while we have the chance. That's good. That's good. That's good. Sweet. That all looks fine. Alright. Let's get some steering racks. Steering rack. Tie rod. We need 2 outers, and we need 2 inners. Ooh. Inner. Let's get the other inner. There we go. Alright, we need a front steering knuckle A. Oh gosh, front steering knuckle A. There we go. Get this all nice and put together. So how does it play? Oh gosh, we need a low suspension. How does it play when cause I know some games when you win for the Xbox stuff. Some games don't really play all that well when you go to the next higher like when you go to the next generation up console. Like I know the Project Gotham racing games had like a massive stuttering issue. Oh, it plays perfectly fine. Perfect. Great. That's even better. We need a front wheel hub. We need 2 of you. We at least need 1 of you. There we go. Oop. Break this ventilated. All that's good. Wheel hub bearing. Wheel hub cap. That's all good. That is all looking fine and dandy. Alright, we need... Alright, so both of those are absolutely terrible. So we need 2... Basically, we need 2 of you. 2 of you. We need 2 front springs. There we go. Nice. Very, very nice. Let's go here. Let's join these all together. Gosh, this thing, even virtually, like I get the heebie-jeebies looking at the spring puller. Very much not fun. Oh man, there we go. Very, very good. Now let's get this all nice and put back together. Now we need 2 sway bar front end links. Sway bar front end link A, 2 of these. Nice. Perfect. Ooh. Get this all nice and put back together. That is going to look good. Tighten up the couple ugga-duggas. Oh, I should probably mention, so I went to the eye doctor the other day. Especially because I needed a general checkup anyway. But I did get the vision checked and everything. You know, I did the looking. You're looking at the the poster with all the little letters on it and everything, and the different size letters. And it's they did the eye drops and all that stuff that they put into your eye to see just how much your eye dilates. Which afterwards, when you're driving home, everything is like super bright, almost like you're about to get like a migraine and stuff. So I did that. It turns out I actually do need glasses. So I'm going to need to be they're going to be delivered in the next like 2 weeks or so. Rear shotguns over, rear shotguns over. A lot of, oh gosh, so many rubber bushings. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Sound mode. This is all good. That's fine too. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm gonna need to get glasses for they're gonna be delivered sometime in the near future, sometime 2 weeks from now. So that's gonna be fun. I've never actually had glasses before. I was one of the only people in my family that didn't have glasses, and now that's going to be changing very, very quickly. So, woo. One hand, it is good. It is good to, you know, kind of know what's all needed and stuff like that. On the other hand, it does make things just a little bit more difficult at times. Is that good? This should all be good, I think. Yeah, okay. Oop. Oop, okay. Unmount. Yeah, I see that in there. You can't hide from me. There's a wheel hub bearing in there. You can't hide from me. I see all of the bad wheel hub bearings. That's in good shape too. You mentioned Owen Wilson doesn't voice Lightning in Made a National Race Drama, but the guy that replaced him does a better Owen Wilson than Owen Wilson does himself. How? Still, that is really, really cool. Did Owen Wilson voice Did Owen Wilson voice Lightning McQueen in the other two games? The first two. If I remember correctly, I think he voiced him in the original Cars video game. I do want to know if he reprises if he reprised the role at all in any of the versions. Probably not, but I mean maybe. Rear shotgun zipper cap. Let's get one of you guys in there. Whoop. I need a sway bar rear end link. And we need a bearing. Wheel hub bearing. There we go. Landing is just what Owen was in the first game. None of the others though. Ah, okay. I was wondering because he sounded so much like him when I was playing the first game. So it's cool. It's cool that like they got Owen Wilson to reprise a role for at least one of the video games. Favorite engine is V6. Nice. And the V6, it combines a good mix of compact nature, and you get a good amount of performance as well. I definitely like my rotary engines. I know they're not nearly as efficient as some other engines due to the fact that they do burn oil a little bit. But I love my rotary engines quite a bit. The rotary engines are a lot of fun. And that is a question of the stream: is what are your favorite engine types? If there's any specific models engine as well, love to hear about them. What makes them some of your favorites? Are they easy to work on? Are they just really, enjoyable to listen to? Good sound? Oh gosh, this side has been absolutely destroyed. Everyone's got a few favorites. I know one of my favorite V6s is the Volkswagen VR6 engines. Those ones are really, really cool because they're a V6 engine, but they're about as compact as a little inline 4. But they make so much more power because they have more displacement. And it's super, super, super cool to see this, to hear them in action and to work on them as well. The Lexus LFA engine, the big V10. That is a good engine. That is a good engine choice. Fun fact about the Lexus LFA and the engine on the Lexus LFA, much like the high-end sports car that Toyota created back in the 60s, the 2000 GT, Yamaha also aided in development of the engine for both the 2000 GT's engine and the LFA's engine as well. And Yamaha is at least partially owned by Toyota, which is really, really cool. Which it is very, 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 very fun. Little bit of trivia, a little bit of tidbit knowledge. Oh gosh, we needed some small rubber bushings. think we need 4 of these. Let's get 5 just in case. Another sway bar rear end link. And we need a bunch of arms. Arm B, arm A. Let's see. Arm A, there we go. I just realized that that was actually in good condition. The upper arm, however, was bad. Let's get the upper arm. There we go. You know, there is so many good engines out there. I love the 13B engines, which are the twin rotor Mazda rotary engines. I think we need 3 of these. Let's get 4 of these just to be on the safe side. Very nice, very enjoyable to listen to. I love the sounds they make. So much fun. Alright, we need a spring cap. Let's get one of you guys in there. We're quickly kind of rebuilding the rear suspension of this rotary Mazda RX-7. It's been through a rough spot, but this car is going to handle beautifully once we repair it all. And the Lexus. That is one car. The Lexus LFA, that is one car that I wish was in more racing games. Was the Lexus LFA, because it sounds amazing, and it's such a cool and legendary vehicle. But you don't really see it that often in at least not a lot of modern racing games, which is a shame, because I really want to drive it. I want to drive it virtually. Because I've only ever seen one of those once, the LFAs, and it blew my mind when I first saw one of those, and I've never seen one of them again. And I want to see one of those so much. The sound, the V10 sound as well, is just so cool. Get this all nice and bolted up. The wheel hub. I need a rear wheel hub. There we go. This car is quickly coming back together. Let's see, we need the bearing as well. Let's purchase that. Almost forgot about one of those. Apparently the bearings are bad at all 4 corners. That's true, you don't see a lot of classic Lexuses. You don't see a lot of Lexuses at all that much. I think that's partially because of the Toyota licensing agreements with Gran Turismo. Yeah, like the LFA, exactly. It's very unfortunate. I mean, outside of things like Assetto Corsa mods, or mods like that, it's definitely. Why am I missing rubber bushing? Oh, there. There we go, perfect. Rubber bushing. I'm missing a rubber bushing somewhere. I'm missing a rubber bushing somewhere. I'm not sure where. Oh, up front. There we go. But yeah, I wish. So when I was younger, during the early 2000s, getting Ferrari and Porsche in racing games was so difficult. It was considered like, absolutely amazing if you can manage to get that push, because Ferrari licensing was so expensive, and the Porsche had the EA exclusivity, which made it very difficult to get Porsches in their games. Which is why the Midnight Club games, they use Gambala to kind of get both Porsche and Ferrari in them as sort of tuner cars and stuff. And I don't want this generation to have the same thing with, of all brands, Toyota, because there's so many cool Toyotas that people are missing out on in a lot of racing games. And I don't want them to miss out on that, because it's just a cool car. Oh, nice. We actually managed to get that repaired. And let's sell all the parts. There we go. Let's open the case. Loot box time. Let's see what we get. What even is that? Ignition coil. Oh, okay. Cool. And a supercharger. That's gonna be fairly... Extra 1,000. Extra 400. Extra 800. Yes, please. That was very, very nice. We have so much money right now. We don't have nearly enough experience to really begin restoring our own vehicles. Let's take another order. Let's do a quicker one. Let's get the brakes on this Tempest Magnum. Looks very much like your Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird or your Dodge Charger Daytona. Very, very cool with the aerodynamic front end. Fun fact about the Daytona and the Superbird, is they actually, Chrysler Corporation actually utilized aerospace and missile engineers for help with the aerodynamics of the car, which is so cool. They basically utilized the help of people that were creating, you know, weapons during the Cold War to help them create a faster vehicle to win NASCAR races, to beat the Ford Torinos, which is funny as all I'll be. The other fun fact about the two cars, the Ford Torino Talladega and the Dodge Charger Daytona, is they actually won their first race on the alternate track. So the first victory of the Dodge Charger Daytonas was actually at Talladega, the other big sort of super speedway on the NASCAR schedule at the time. And the Ford Torino Talladegas won their first race at Daytona, which is funny. Alright, let's get this one removed as well. Very quick brake job. Let's get this muscle car back on the road. Alright, that should be good. That is in good shape. That is in good shape. Brake disc ventilated. That is in bad shape. Let's get this repaired. Oh, nice. Alright. I wonder if this has rear disc brakes, or if this one's gonna have drums. With the sheer amount of power a vehicle like this has, I would hope it has rear discs, because the drums themselves, drum brakes, do not nearly have the stopping power that disc brakes have, nor do they have the cooling power of those as well. So they can't brake nearly as consistently or for as long. Alright, let's see. Brake drum's in good shape. Brake shoe. Brake shoe is bad. Alright, let's get the brake shoe. It's the brake cylinder. Drum wheel cylinder is also bad. Okay, cool. That's going to be very cheap to repair. Very cheap to replace. Let's get that in there. Let's get you in there as well. Very, very nice. We should be getting very close to leveling up again, so we can get another perk, another upgrade for ourselves, another skill unlocked. That'd be very, very nice. Alright, get the drum off of there, get the shoe off. All of those are bad, and the wheel cylinder. Cool, all three of those are bad. Drum, shoe, cylinder. Thankfully, we have that Amazon instantaneous delivery. Their drivers, they got the pee bottle strapped right to the legs and everything, and they're driving instantaneously directly to our shop. They have patented teleportation technology. We don't need the wait. All right, very quick job, very cheap though. Didn't make a whole lot of money there. All right, we destroyed that brake. Caliper. Let's sell all those. Oh, we can sell these shock absorbers too. Those are useless. We have so many barn locations, and our map is full of them as well. All right, let's see what else we can do. All right, another quick one. Let's get an exhaust job in here. Move the car to the lifter. Alright, first things first, let's check the manifolds to see if there's any... Oh, yes. That's a bad one. That's a good one. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's get this one nice and removed. This one's very, very interesting that it goes before it goes, sort of combines and goes back down. Does this car only have, it only has one issue. Cool. Exhaust manifold. Exhaust man. If I can spell. I can spell. Exhaust manifold V8 overhead valve D. There we go. Perfect. Let's get this the new exhaust manifold all nice and bolted up. Very cool. I do like all the different engine shapes and everything as well. Very quick. Got plenty of experience though from that quick job. No elements to work with. Cool. May as well sell this for an extra $10. Very cheap job. Ooh, general running gear control and repair, parallel engine faults. Let's get another classic one. Let's get this classic. Ooh, it's got the police car livery as well. That is cool. Highway patrol. Where's it from? Utah as well. So it's from out in the desert. From out in the desert. That is very, very cool. Alright, let's move this vehicle. Power lift to A. Let's see what all needs to be done here. Oh gosh. Okay, let's actually move the vehicle to the test path because we need to see what exactly is wrong with the suspension here. Test path. All right. All right, brakes. Brakes are in okay shape. That's good. Rear brakes. Decent. All right, front suspension. All right. So passenger side's has a little bit of an issue. Front rear suspension. Here we go. All right. A lot of rubber bushings. Cool. A lot of rubber bushings. Rear shock goes over some issues. All right. Let's get this all nice and adjusted. Let's move the car back to the lifter. I made myself a little bit dizzy there by doing that. Oh well, still fun. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's see what all needs to be worked on for the suspension. Let's go to the front. Examine mode. Alright, I know those springs are bad. You can see that bushing is bad. Alright, that's gonna be fun. Cool. Let's get this out of here. A good dugga. Very nice. Let's see if this. Actually, that wheel hub bearing looks in good shape. Wheel hub bearing is in good shape. That's good. All of this is looking lovely. So let's get the wheel hub cap back in there. Let's get this upper suspension arm out of there. That needs to go. The, does that look good? No, because one of the bushings is bad there. So let's get the shock absorber out of here. Let's get the sway bar front and link out of there. The sway bar needs to go too. So we may as well get all of this out. Alright, so that tie rod is good. That tie rod is not. That tie rod... Oh gosh, we need to go all the way over to this side. Let's get this all disassembled. Alright, that's all looking half decent. The shock itself, though, that's looking pretty bad. Alright, we need to remove the lower suspension arm. That one is definitely needing some repairs. Upper suspension arm, let's see. The bushings and that are all good. So now we can remove the sway bar and let's get the steering rack out of there too. That steering rack has definitely seen better days. And we'll also get this one rubber bushing out of here. There we go. Okay. Time to purchase a bunch of components. Steering rack, we need one of these. And we need 2 inner tie rods. The outer tie rods are actually in half decent shape, which is good. So that means we can then focus entirely on just kind of getting this all put back in. Back to this side. Oh dear. Alright. So I think both bottom suspension arms were... No, one bottom suspension arm was bad. Is it just a standard bottom suspension arm? It is still a standard bottom suspension arm. We just need one of these. Okay, how many bushings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 rubber bushings. There we go. This, and this. There we go. That can go back on. Upper suspension arm. We need an upper suspension arm as well. Upper suspension arm. There we go. Beautiful. This car with its double wishbone suspension, at least at the front, is going to look absolutely lovely. It's going to be handling beautifully. We need a front sway bar B. B for a double wishbone. Front sway bar B. There we go. Both of the sway bar end links are good as well. That's nice. Get a new bushing put in there. Alright, let's go back to this side, the driver's side. We can get this bottom suspension arm all reinstalled. There we go. Get this sway bar front end link in there. Alright, now let's work on the shock absorbers. Because this is where it's going to get fun. Alright, so we need a double wishbone shock absorber and a front spring. So while we're waiting for that to remove, let's get the double wishbone shock absorber, and let's get the front spring. Let's get both of these purchased. Plain parts. Boop. 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 Yes, there we go. Nice. Take. Alright, now we're gonna separate. That's good. This is bad. This needs a new front spring. Get this all put back together. It is cool seeing this though. The different aspects, the different things you need to kind of wait for and everything. Very, very cool. Kind of adds to the immersion of working in the shop. I definitely like that. It's very, very cool. Alright, let's get this put together. Oop, get you bolted up there. Get the new tire put on there. Then we can begin working on the rear suspension. There we go. There we go. Nice. Alright, now to the rears. Let's see car status. Alright, so we need a small rubber bushing, a rear shock absorber, and a leaf spring. So let's see. I see the leaf spring. Where's the small rubber bushing? Small rubber bushing is in the leaf spring. Cool. We only have to worry about one side of the car. It's literally all on this side. I can get you off. I can get you removed. I can get this side removed as well. Oh gosh, I can get this side removed as well. Beautiful. How is the leaf spring plates not one of the things? Oh, there. Leaf spring U-bolt, leaf spring U-bolt, leaf spring plates. Alright, so maybe we may need... Now everything looks good on the other side. So I think it's everything that's wrong with it's just on the driver's side of the car, which is cool. So let's get the leaf spring, 2 leaf spring U-bolts, and the leaf spring plates. Get this put back together. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was all on the same side. I should have 100% made a national again tonight. Is the game really that short? About how long is the game? Just out of curiosity. I know some games, especially some like licensed games as well, are a little bit on the short side, even if they are very, very good. Like the Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge that we played on stream, we were able to beat that in a single like 3-ish hour stream. So, wonder how long it takes to 100% the game. Rear shock absorber B. There we go. Nice. Get this all put together. And I think that's everything. Sweet. Finish the order. Very good. Very, very nice. Alright, we leveled up again. Let's see what we can get for here. That's public examination. Let's up here. Now I spread it across a few days, and if you just do the main store, it should take around 4 hours. Going for 100%, it takes significantly longer. I imagine if there's a lot of like hidden collectibles and all that stuff, or like hidden challenges that you need to do, I can imagine that definitely makes things much more tricky. Let's get that. That'd be very, very nice. Screws on Fire was we managed to unlock for the achievements. Oh man. There's a garage, add paint shop, dyno, and another lift to your garage. Ooh. There are a ton of mini games required for 100%. Oh gosh. All right. I can imagine it'd be very, 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 very tricky then. Especially because if you're not used to like how one mini game controls, that can definitely delay you a little bit in getting that 100%. Alright, what do we get? We got a tire. Cool. We got a timing cover and an exhaust manifold. I do like getting these random parts. These are really, really cool because you can kind of get a little bit of extra money after you complete a mission. After you complete a job. Alright, let's see. Loud exhaust, gearbox issues, press off, fixed body panels. Oh gosh, we just lost that one. Let's see. Oh, we can do a hot rod. How many is replaced? Knock sound coming from suspension, unirrigate problems, helping by steering brake problems. There's one rhythm minigame that's only able to beat on the easiest difficulty. Oh, jeez, I am not great at rhythm games. I can definitely say that is always very, 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 very tricky. Let's do another story mission. Good afternoon. I had a small accident on the expressway. An 18-wheeler pushed me off the road. I know that the car does not look so great anymore, but I cannot afford anything else right now. I just need it to run. Alright, let's take the order. Oh dear. The car, you were run off the road. Mate, half of your car is missing. What the, bruh. No, I can definitely empathize. Rhythm games are always very, very tricky. Alright, what needs to be done here? Alright, right headlight, right front. Oh boy. So this is gonna be fun. Alright, we may as well. So this is the Chapman. This is a Chapman. So we need to see Chapman. Right front door, right rear door, front right fender, front right rear door, fender, side mirror. Okay. So let's get the Chapman parts. Chapman, right front door, Front right fender. Where's the front headlight? Right front headlight. Right rear door. Right rear door window. Right front door window. Okay, let's put this on. Oh, and we need the mirror as well. That's fine. And this poor guy, he had a very, very serious accident in the Chapman. I hope he's able to get this car all nice and fixed up afterwards. Because wow, this is pretty rough. Need the right mirror. No, it's always like you play a racing game or whatever, or you play a game that you're quite used, like a genre that you're quite used to, and it's always the genre shift things that make things much more difficult. So yeah, I can definitely sympathize in that regards. Oh gosh, the car is in horrible shape. Examine by taking off the car. Alright, ready to see. Is this one of the things? No, it's not. Okay, so it's all suspension, it looks like. But we're gonna test. We're gonna test stuff real quick. We're gonna examine. No, can we? There we go. Examine tools. Let's test the tire tread first. Let's see if we need to replace the tires as well. No, okay, all of those are good. Examine tools, electronic meter. Please let there be nothing bad with the car's engine. Just let me work on the suspension. Man, this poor guy got run off the road by a tractor trailer. I definitely sympathize with that as well. The commute on I-95 is always just a little bit of a workplace hazard. So many crazy hectic drivers. Baltimore has truly the best drivers in the world. It doesn't have an ABD port, of course. Go pressure test. Let's see if this is all good. Hopefully this is all good. Alright, so that's looking decent. Alright, so the car can run. It's just this entire side is needing lots of repairs. Alright, that's fine. Let's get this all nice and disassembled. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, that is looking rough. Alright, so that's bad. That caliper is bad. Oh gosh, the brake caliper cylinder is okay. Brake pads are bad. Wheel hub cap. Oh man. This is looking pretty gnarly, guys. Front wheel hub is looking okay. Oh boy. Just throw the entire car away. Oh man. Alright, so that's looking half decent right now. Let me examine by taking off the car. Okay. So it looks like everything is, all the damage is sort of relegated to the passenger side. Which makes sense, because that is where the body panel damage was. If I get this all disassembled, I can probably go into the car's status. Yep, okay, we see a lot of things wrong. That's all looking pretty rough. Okay, let's get this car. Oh, front steering knuckle C. Don't worry, we got this. We are master mechanics, so we just have to take this slowly, piece by piece, putting this all together. Alright, we need an inner and an outer tie rod. May as well. Ooh. Get this all nice and reassembled. We need a front axle knuckle cover. May as well get all of the front axle components. Front wheel hub, that's in good shape. We don't need to replace that. Right? Front wheel hub. Wheel hub cap though. Front shock absorber cap. Okay, that's good. That's good, that's good. There's also one minigame on the hard difficulty. We have to do a 2-lap race for 4 laps while your gas is running out. Ah, Now, I wonder if they actually modeled fuel consumption the way actual cars work, or if it's a time limit. Because if it models it by the way with how actual cars work, you may be able to get away with doing like lift and coast, which will allow you to better save fuel if you lift and coast, kind of going into the corners instead of just going immediately from gas to the brakes. But if it's purely a time-based, means of, it's like a time limit that you can refill by getting fuel pickups on the road. Oh, okay, never mind then. Yeah, I was thinking the game was gonna be more complex than it actually was. Because in real life, you can save fuel by so you can save fuel by short shifting, lifting, coasting, and also by drafting other opponents and stuff like that in real life motorsports. But yeah, I guess that wouldn't be. Yeah, I guess that's too complex a model for sort of a budget sort of movie tie-in game. Still though, that would have been cool if they did. Alright, wheel hub bearing. That's in good shape actually. We need a wheel hub cap though. And let's get the brakes put on. Brake this ventilated. Let's see what else we need. Brake pads are bad too. Okay. And I'm imagining the brake caliper also needs repairs. Yes, it does. Not necessarily a hard minigame, just long. Yeah, I can imagine it be fairly difficult. Or not necessarily difficult, but more tedious. When you're trying to focus on winning the race and also not completely losing time to opponents. So I imagine some of the pickups are also out of the way as well. So that does make things more difficult. We need a double wishbone shock absorber. We need a shock cap, and we need a spring. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Join this. Alright, let's take this off here. Rim Chapman. Radius 15. Let's go to the rim shop. Size 15. There we go. Very nice. There we go. That's very, very good. That should go in the car quite nicely. Let's take this. You don't actually have to win, just complete the specified amount of laps, but there are opponents that can pick up the fuel as well. Oh, okay, so you still need to be somewhat competitive with them. Kind of need to nudge them out of the way and everything. I understand. Still, that sounds surprisingly difficult. Like, it's weird. It's weird how some games, especially games that are designed, to be more, shall we say, towards a younger audience and stuff, sometimes either have very, very detailed or very kind of complex internal mechanisms, or actually have a high degree of difficulty as well. That's really, to be fair, I do think that's really, really cool. Where games designed for young audience can still be challenging, can still be difficult too, because that's kind of the fun of replaying them as an adult. Very, very fun. Oh gosh, is this... Okay, that's all good. So let's see here. That's good. Alright, let's look on the rear. That is not where I need to be. I need to be on this side. Alright, let's get this out of here. That is in very dreadful shape. That's bad. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, that rear axle needs to go. That wheel hub's good actually. Cool. Alright, I do like the solid rear axle cars because these are very, very easy to kind of fix and repair. Very, very nice. Alright, that's looking decent. Alright, spring cap, that's all looking good. Let's examine this real quick. Alright, we can unmount the rear knuckle axle housing B. Rear knuckle axle housing B. There we go. Ooh. That shock absorber is actually in good shape. Spring cap, that's all good. This is actually turning out to be a fairly easy job for us right now. Now we need a solid axle control arm. Solid axle control arm. Where are you? There you are. Ooh. That rubber bushing is in okay shape. Alright, now we need to leave spring stuff. One of you and two of you. There we go. Just out of curiosity, I do want to ask you, what do you think, or what are some like missions or side quests in games that didn't need to be nearly as hard as they did, but like just kind of came out of nowhere with the difficulty, and was so much more difficult than you would expect them to be? For me, one of them, obviously, that comes to mind is very, very recent, is the race event 95, Kurt's Killer Ride, and Need for Speed, the first Need for Speed Underground. That one is surprisingly very, very difficult. That one is actually very, very tricky. Now I just need the rim. Oh, cool. This is turning out to be very, very nice. Very quick, very easy. Let's get this separated. Get back to here. Rim shot. Chapman. Size 15? Let's double check this real quick. Okay, both of them are 15s. Kind of figured. There we go. Nice. Put the new rim on the old tire and have it back up on the car. Customer can get on, take their car home. Very, very nice. What do you mean there's no... Oh, we need to balance them. Whoops. Ignore that. I totally forgot to balance the wheels. Pain Pecco. Many of the club races in Minico have opponents drive cars that you don't have access to yet. Like only in the game I was up against B-class cameras and E-class filler. Yeah, that's why outside of unlocking Roar early on, so I can kind of abuse that during races, I usually try to avoid or save the club races until last. Because otherwise you're up against some very, very, very difficult opponents that definitely make things so much more tricky for you. There we go, that's been repaired. That's been sorted. Alright, let's see if we're able to repair any of this. No items to work with, kind of figured. Alright, let's sell all of the parts. And sell this too. Beautiful. Nice. Alright, we're up to $300,000. We still need plenty of plenty of levels before we're able to really kind of begin restoring our own vehicles. So let's see, orders. Gearbox, taking it. Gearbox is easy stuff. This poor car is in rough shape. Move the car left to A. Let's get this all nice and disassembled. Should be very quick, very easy. Let's get this drive shaft off of there. But yeah, no, the amount of the rate at which opponents level up their vehicles in the Midnight Club 3 definitely makes it very, very challenging, especially Atlanta. Atlanta becomes very, very difficult because you're usually just about just unlocking level C vehicles, and they're already in B class cars, and the performance difference between them is so great. Whereas once you get to a decent B class car, you can probably take some of the opponents in some of the lower tier A class cars without too much issue, I think. But it does make things just a little bit tricky. We want this, we want this, we want this, and we want this. Let's get this all put together. There we go. Someone was having a little bit too fun with their burnouts and absolutely destroyed their transmission probably. I mean, the gearbox Viet overhead valve. How about like a Midnight Club 3? What is your favorite American city in the game? I mean, I am a sucker for warmer climates. So I definitely prefer San Diego. Plus, also San Diego is probably like the most, you know, polished, the most pretty of the three. And it's got the beach, which I like the beach. The Detroit and Atlanta are both very, very good too, and they add their own vibes. And they're definitely very, very great additions, because Atlanta is sort of the place where, like, you know, the donk, the dub sort of car culture happens. You know, where the cars up on like massive rims, or you know, the TVs and the steering wheel and all that stuff. And it's sort of like the birthplace of that type of car culture. So that is a very, very good spot to add in the game. And of course, Detroit is, you know, Motor City, home of the American muscle car and all that. So it is all three of those cities definitely belong in the game and do have their own sort of vibe. That even at night, you can tell from like a single screenshot, oh, that's such and such. Oh, that's such and such. That's such and such. But for me, I definitely like San Diego the best. It's the one that I remember the most, and it's just I got a lot of good sort of warm summer vibes. Whereas I'm not keen on snow. I'm not a snow buddy. I like being warm. What about you? What is your favorite of the threes? Oh, yours is Detroit. So what makes a map in Midnight Club 3 is Tokyo, even though it's like the Midnight Club 2. Tokyo is a very, very solid map. Just out of curiosity, well, with Detroit being the favorite American city, what makes it, you know, really, really nice for you? Is it the highway with the four-leaf clover on-ramps and off-ramps? Is it, you know, landmarks that you recognize? I'm curious to see what the reasoning is. 'Cause everyone's probably got a reason for like what their favorite maps are and stuff. Ooh, take the Maserati. Another gearbox work. Move the car to the lifter. Do some gearbox work on this car. Want to see this car all nice and restored. This would be a fun car to restore as well, the Maserati Sebring. It's from Iowa. That's cool. Alright, there we go. We can get this removed there. Last field design with the industrial section. Plus, it feels the most designed for A-class cars. That is true. San Diego's a bit more tight and twisty. Oh, the starter is accessible from the engine bay. You gotta be killing me. But yeah, no, they definitely did a really, really good job designing the different cities, and taking creative liberties where necessary to make it enjoyable to drive in the different vehicles as well, and keeping it all nice and good for all the different vehicle speeds and everything that you'll be reaching. They definitely did a really, really good job on that. And I do English. I do give the developers props on that one. Like, that is really, really, really cool. And pressure play, gearbox. Okay, cool. So let's get this all repaired. Gearbox, inline 4, rear wheel drive. One of these. Boop, boop, boop. And then the flywheel. Very nice. But, you know, I do like the high speed runs on Atlanta's and Detroit's highways, especially. That was always really, really fun. Really enjoyable because you're weaving through traffic and everything. Like, and especially because the highways themselves went in a loop, unlike San Diego's. San Diego's are just kind of a straight line. But it was still very, very, very enjoyable. All three cities, very, very fun to race on. It's just I remember the most of the landmarks from the San Diego one the best, and also you have the beach, which is very fun. But all three cities were very, very, very well designed. No items to work with. That's fine. Don't know why we're doing this. Let's sell this all. There we go. All right, another job. All right, another transmission job. Let's take this. Very, very nice. We're doing a whole bunch of transmission work right now. You know, I don't feel like doing full ups on this one. I'm switching to the east difficulty. I'd like to do it too. Hey, 100% is 100% in my book. And while I usually do try to beat games on the hardest possible difficulty, if I can't do it, there's no shame. There's no shame in admitting I'm not up to the task, and I load the difficulty. So that's perfectly fine. Besides, if you look at the end game stat screen and everything, it doesn't tell you. Let's get that removed. Let's get this all sorted. There we go. Alright, we want the clutch plate, pressure plate, release bearing, flywheel. Very quick, very cheap. Not necessarily cheap, but very easy to get. Very easy to find. Thankfully, the transmission stuff is still mostly interchangeable, which I'm very appreciative of. Can you imagine if there was like 20 different clutches that you needed to get parts for? Oh gosh, that'd be horrible. There we go. And let's get the starter. And let's get the drive shaft in so it's able to transfer the power to the rear wheels. Plus you can switch difficulty on the fly in the International, unlike the first game and race around. Oh, very, very nice. So it's right in the middle of races as well, or at least, you know, very, very quick. That's cool. Nice. Alright, we're not able to repair anything. So let's sell all of these parts. Just out of curiosity, roughly how close are you to getting to 100%? I'm imagining you're fairly close. We got time. We can do one more. No. I'm in our races, but while that point. Okay, cool. It's him again. No, not this guy. We repaired. He took his car off-roading once. Okay, and look, we gotta repair his vehicle again because he took it off-roading again. How about 5 more bents? Oh, nice. How did we... And he's planning on driving the car through Siberia 2 weeks from now. Buddy, what the... Why? This car is not designed for off-roading. Okay. At least the front end isn't missing this time. Okay. Lamau. Oh, Ripcord, good welcome to the stream. You should have seen it. You should have seen him for the first time he came here with the car. He managed to remove the oil pan while he was off-roading without doing any other damage to the engine. The entire front of the car was missing. How do you do that? He's a wizard. He's a something, I tell you. Oh my gosh. Also, Ripcord. Bruh, yeah, that is a true bruh moment right there. That is a 100% bruh moment. How do you do that? How do you manage? Like, okay, the first time you're gung-ho, you got your new car, you go off-roading, you wreck it. Okay, I get it. But you should then know the vehicle's limits. How do you manage to wreck it a second time? This guy. Okay. Alright, let's see. What repair? Right body window, right side mirror, right door. Okay, so this is all good. Grand Club. We need a Grand Club. Grand Club. And we need front right door window. Front right door window. I can speak. We need the rear right door window. We need the right side mirror. And what else are we missing? And right body window A. Okay. And then right body window A. There we go. So he completely managed to smash the glass on the side, basically. Cool. Alright, well that's been fixed. Do I want to look at the engine? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. What did you do here? The car is definitely in worse condition than it was previously. Alright, let's see. Compression test. Moment of truth. Please don't be anything wrong. Please don't be anything wrong with the engine. Please don't be anything wrong with the engine. Like, imagine seeing a person buying a car for the first time and crashes twice. Like, this man. Why though? Because he has more money than he has sense. Exactly. Alright, let's see. So the internals of the engine are decent. Did he just drive through the water and that's why it's all so rusty? Okay, that's all good. We already tested it for compression. We don't need to do this a second time. Why am I doing this? Why am I like this, Isaac? Yeah, we already tested that. We wanted to do the OBD scanner. That's the one we wanted to do. The downside is going to make things much more difficult to find. This poor guy. We're going to be replacing the tires anyway with off-road tires. So that's fine. Yeah, the off-road tires are bad. Off-road wheels are okay. Diamond tools, electronic meter. Alright, I think this... Oh, we need the fuel pressure tester as well. So far, the engine itself is looking good. Yeah, engine's looking decent. So it's just gonna be suspension stuff and brakes, I imagine. Okay, let's see. Car status. Radiator fin housing. Oh. Oh. The radiator is gone. Just how? I got a poor efficiency rating, but I don't care. I just want to be done with the minigame. I know that feeling. It's like, I don't care anymore. I just want to be done. Oh. This guy, how do you manage? Oh, I am radiator fan housing. And what other radiator fan? And we need a radiator housing fan. Okay. I need a radiator housing fan. There we go. That should allow us. There we go. So that's oh gosh, there's so much still. There's so much still that's missing. Okay. Let's see what else needs to be. I don't even know. Alright, the tires are bad. That entire... Oh gosh. Okay, so that's all rusted. That's all corroded. So that's good. I mean, it's not good, but it's not great. Alright, let's just take this off. We can see if we need to replace the rims on this. Alright, that's not bad. That's all not bad. That is bad. Ooh, front suspension needs to basically be completely taken apart. Awesome sauce. Ah, that's actually in good shape. What is all this? This is okay. Fun. Oh, I like how even the cross member needs to be replaced. Oh, there's a glitch in the minigame I'm about to do. That if you do it while the camera auto recenters on, the camera will never recenter. Oh, that sounds like absolute... That sounds horrific. I am sorry to hear that. Hopefully... I'm glad you know about the glitch and are able to sort of prevent it. Jeez. That's a rough one. What's that Zuko quote? That's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy. All right, so we're finding all the issues wrong with this car here. Thankfully, the car seems to be equal, in that both the left and the right are equally damaged. So we don't have to worry too much about getting the vehicle all disassembled. Alright, so that's good. That's good. Let's get you out of there. Cool. There we go. These are fixtures turn it off. And once you're done with the minigame, quit the game, opening it back up and turn it back on. Okay, that at least is a good workaround. At least it's a good workaround. because wow. I can't imagine you know, going through all that and everything and needing to completely turn it off. At least it's a fairly easy workaround with that. That's nice. Alright, we need off-road tire B. We need 2 off-road tire Bs. Off-road tire B. Hang on a second. We need inventory. The minigame is tractor tipping if you're curious. Oh, it seems like tractor tipping in general has always been like the game that's always been very, very tricky and annoying in most of the cars games. So 245, 45, or 20. Okay, let's get that tire real quick. 1 second, please. So we need off-road tire B. Size 20. 245. 45, if I remember correctly. Hang on a second. Let me write that down real quick. Inventory. 245. 45 or 20. Okay, so it's a high profile off-road tire. There we go. I wanted to make sure I get that right. Off-road tire B, and we need 2 of these. Size 20. Size 245. Profile 45. There we go. Nice. Install. There we go. Nice. Get the new off-road tires on there. Perfect. Let's take that. Place that up there. Beautiful. Let's take this. Separate these. No, I know the tractor tipping in the first Cars game was very, very difficult. Like even as an adult, like that one gets very, very, very tricky because there are some tractors that are like completely surrounded by the spotlights and everything. That one causes lots of issues. Okay, there we go. Nice drink of water there as we're waiting for this to be reinstalled. And it's this guy though. This guy. Like how do you this poor car. Front mount. Okay, we need front suspension cross member C. Let's get that. Main shop. Front suspension cross member C. There we go. Okay, there's 2, oh gosh, there's 2 bad rubber bushings. 2 bad rubber bushings in the front. I remember that. 2 bad rubber bushings in the front. Because with this, the customer is super, super picky, and you need to replace exactly what was wrong with an exact 100% restored component, and then everything else can be back to normal parts. So you have to make sure that what you replace it with needs to be the exact component. Okay, so out of tie rods, turn up, let's see. So for example, we did replace the 2 rubber bushings there. Off-road tire B. Wait, what? Hang on a second. Why is that? Oh, because we didn't put it on. Duh. I need 2 front steering knuckle C's. Front steering knuckle C. Get 2 of you in there. Ooh. Alright, we need 2 outer tie rods and 1 inner tie rod. 1 of you, 2 of you. Oh man, these story missions though are always the most difficult because you gotta really make sure you get everything done right. Get this in there. Alright, let's go back across to this side. Get this bolted up. There we go. Doot. Yes, there we go. Nice, nice. We need 2 bottom suspension arms. 2 bottoms. We need 2 bottoms. Any volunteers? There we go. That should go together beautifully. Let's see. That's all good on both sides. I need 2 front axle knuckle covers. I see that face. Okay, that's good. That's good. We need. Alright, both the wheel bearings are good. SMH my head. Hey, don't SMH your head at my head. I'm gonna SMH my head at your head. Okay, that should be good. Let's see this. Alright, both those sway bar front end links are good. I can go back to here, get this side all nice and put together. Hey there, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Right now we're repairing this guy's SUV for the 2nd time. Front drive axle, what front drive axle? Front drive axle A. Yeah, we need 2 of these. There we go. This is a very... So this guy, I doubt it'll be the last. Well, he says he's going to Siberia. So I get the feeling that he's going to be doing even more off-roading there, and he's probably going to wreck it. That car will not survive the trip. No, it will not. You'll have school tomorrow, so you can stay at your house. Cool. Awesome, awesome. Hope you have a great day. Hope you're able to spend the time, you know, kind of enjoying a time off. Very, very good. Is it like a holiday or like a special occasion or anything like that? Alright, let's get this all put together. This is all nice. Let's do this. Ah, but your brother has school tomorrow. Ah, okay, okay. Mm-hmm. Hopefully he's able to get some rest. Off-road tire B, off-road tire B. Alright, that should be good. And now let's get this side put on there. Well, hopefully your brother has a good day at school tomorrow, though. It is very, very important. Education is always very, 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 very important. Oh, I hate this level of tractor tipping so much. It's like I said, it seems like no matter what game it's in, the tractor tipping is always very, 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 very annoying, very frustrating. And we can see here. Oh, the off-road tire B is fine in the back. Cool. Awesome. Awesome sauce. If I watch the trailers for MF Ghosts, I have watched the trailers for MF Ghosts. It actually seems really, really fun. Really, really cool. I'm looking forward to it. Because I do know, if I remember correctly, it's made by a lot of the same people that made the Initial D, if I remember correctly. And regardless, there needs to be more racing anime. There definitely needs to be more racing anime. Rear shock absorber B. Didn't I purchase 2 rear shock absorber Bs? Purchased 2 front shock absorber Bs. Whoops! I got my front Bs and my rear Bs mixed up. Yeah, that should be. See, I'm looking forward to it because it's basically sort of like an almost sort of more modern rendition of Initial D, which could be cool. Alright, so that's good. That's in good shape here. We do need to remove this wheel hub, as well as this rear axle knuckle housing. All right, here we go. Beautiful. This side's coming apart. Next side should be shortly afterwards. We can get this guy back on the off-road because Lord knows he's never gonna keep this thing on the road. All right, solid last control arm. Solid axe control arm. Get one of you. And we need leaf spring plates. We need 2 of you, 1 of you. There we go. So do you think MF Ghost would be better, or would it be about the same or worse than Initial D? So on one hand, they will have, you know, more technology, you know, should be easier to kind of develop some of the scenes and everything like that. Better drawing techniques are available now. But on the other hand, you know, people may see it as a bit more of like a knockoff rather than, you know, something sort of a reimagining of it. We need a new reaction housing C. It's the 3rd time I felt. Oh, big oofs there, man. Hopefully able to get that. Hopefully able to get that sorted. I know. Yeah, I remember the tractor tipping. It's very not fun. We need a wheel hub C. Wheel hub 3. There we are. Yeah, I do not envy you for having to do that. Oof. Alright, that's all in good shape. And can this go back on? This is actually going back on, so what? First, I think I'm gonna come down to story and writing. The animation looks great so far, but the story will be engaging enough? Yeah, I don't know. The legalized street racing. I think I'm gonna eat and take a shower. Take care, man. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hopefully it was an enjoyable time. First thing is another story and writing. Yeah, that's the thing. As on one hand, the legalized street racing does seem like a cool aspect. It kind of allows things like, you know, sponsorships and other sort of more official sort of drama to take place as well. So it could be really cool. Plus also then you can kind of have a bit more, you know, you can kind of have the more. I think more can happen when it's in an official setting rather than with the street racing setting, because then it's, you know, getting your vehicle ready for like an actual like event that can't really be postponed. You know, all that stuff. It could be pretty cool. All right, so that's not found. That's not found. That's not found. Rubber bushing. Rubber bushing. Where? Where was the bad rubber bushing? Oh, that's not gonna be fun. That's okay. Where is that rubber bushing? Hopefully it's good, but I guess we have to wait and see. Yeah, that's the main thing. Is just a lot of times I'm always just kind of like cautiously optimistic because I'm always a little bit worried. Always just a little bit worried about like how good it's gonna be. So basically just kind of comes down to, well, I'll wait and see what happens. All right, I'm gonna get 6 rubber bushing, so it's not gonna be expensive. And we're gonna see if any of these get the vehicle, get the customer happy. All right, that's not discovered. That's not discovered. We're pushing still. Okay, hang on a second. This is actually gonna be very frustrating. I'm trying to see where exactly that rubber bushing needs to be. I'm hoping it was here. I'm praying it was here. It was one of these two. It was one of these two sides. Fire status. Are we pushing? Still no. Okay. So that makes things just a little bit tricky. It's gotta be this side then. And I don't know where. Because that's I've replaced most of the rubber bushings now. It should be good. Rubber bushing. Still rubber bushing. Are you kidding me? Okay. We'll get a few more 5 more. Yeah, that's just all the rubber bushings. Why not? YOLO. All the rubber on this car is getting replaced. I don't know how long on that. I was like, it's so funny the guy crashed the car twice. That's it for me. I'm tired from not laughing at the guy. See ya. Take care. Hope you had a great time. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope to see you tomorrow. How many rubber bushings can it be? So many rubber bushings. I don't know, because here, with the story missions, the customers are very, very picky. The customers are very, very picky. You have to replace what they considered wrong with one of 100% quality. So if that's not it, was it here? Was it the rear? Was it this rubber bushing? Was that the rubber bushing I needed to replace? It was. That was the rubber bushing. Okay, cool. I have to keep that in mind. Oh, that was a little bit crazy. But I'm glad that got all sorted. All right, let's get this sorted. Let's get this in here. All right, this one's probably also gonna need a rubber bushing too, I imagine. So that's gonna be a little bit. There we go. Okay. So one more of you. Solid axe control arm. Two of you. And once we get this guy on the road, I'll probably be ending the stream after we get this guy on the road. Hopefully we're able to get this sorted fairly quickly. I do want to get this all nice and sorted, all nice and repaired. And then we'll probably be ending the stream there. A little bit of a shorter stream today. But I do need to get a few things all nice and sorted. But I do want to test. I need to test a few things as well. Reaction open housing C. Get you in there. Boop. We'll hub 3. There we go. Solid rear drive axle. There we go. Oop. Oop. Break disc. This is all good. Pads. Caliper. Yes. That is all very, very nice. This should be the last of what we need to do to get him back on the road. Not discovered. Not discovered. Where? Where is... Okay, hang on. We're gonna take this to the test path. I don't know... I don't... Take apart the whole car! Take it apart! Is it the exhaust? Is it the exhaust that's having issues? Front suspension. This better light up green. Okay, close enough. Also, record, if you have a chance, after I'm done with this stream, if I could use a quick hand, with something. I've been setting up a Discord, for the channel and stuff, and I could use a little bit of your expertise because you're a little bit more knowledgeable about that stuff than I am. If you're free for a quick call, after this stream, I definitely appreciate that a lot. Okay, where the hell is it? I'm sure honestly there's a new things to but I'll do what I can. Thank you. More so basically I need someone like basically acting as a test guinea pig. Seeing what that's in good shape. It's in good shape too. Just to kind of see what all needs to be sorted. Is it the fuel tank? It's not the fuel tank. What is it? What is the one part? What do we miss? What did we miss? We basically took apart the entire suspension. I don't know. Is it the air filter? Watch it be like something like the air filter. Nah, air filter is clean as it can be. What the heck? What is the last component? Figure it out. I can't figure it out. All that looks fine. Genuinely don't know. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I am thinking... One second. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Let me... Spring U-bolt, spring U-bolt. Let's see. Pushing. 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 Bushing. 4 rubber bushings. Two bottom suspension arms. Let's see. Bottom suspension arm. Bottom suspension arm. Front drive axle A. Front drive axle A. One of them here. Should be another one shortly afterwards. Which is in alphabetical order. Alright, 2 front drive axle A's. 2 outer tie rods? Do we need both outer tie rods? I could have sworn because we removed... Like that's in good shape. That is in good shape. Oh. Okay, I found it. I found it. I found it. It's the inner tie rod right there. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. See, I saw it wasn't nearly as bad, so I thought, hey, you know, that would be super easy and stuff. There we go. Oh. Okay. Let's level up. Let's level up. And then we're gonna be ending this stream here. 25% faster walking. We can repair. Let's increase the odds of successful repair. And let's see if we can repair anything. Oh, we can. We didn't repair anything. Cool. Let's sell. Excuse me. Let's sell all these parts. Look at all these. Look at the number of barn find location maps as well. That is crazy. We have so many. Alright, with that being said, I am probably gonna be ending the stream here. Let's save the game, return to menu. Let's make sure we save. We save in a game, returning to menu. With that being said, I'm gonna be ending it here. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this stream, do be sure to leave a like, subscribe. Let me know when I'm doing well in the comments below. If you didn't like the stream, let me know I'm doing poorly so I can fix that in the future. Tomorrow we'll be playing some more One God Midnight, trying to get all S ranking on the scenario mode, which is going to be a little bit tricky. But until then, though, I do hope that you have a great time wherever it is you are, whatever time it is for you, may it be a great time. And have to see you in the next stream. Till then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye!